welcome back to Vrl S1 this season. Today we are at France for the Polo Card Circuit. I'm Tazeroy and I have Kieran back.
Hello.
It's obviously great to have you back. We're here at France today. Obviously, last week it was Carbon Con taking the win, which gave him the championship lead. I'll read the championship standings to you now once I get it up. So Carbon needs to weigh on. Wait, go ahead. Sorry. There you go.
Yeah, I just heard there was quite a scrap last week, so.
There was, yes. Yeah, so Carbine leads the way on 76 points, I believe. And Josh on 62. Reese and P3 on 47. Cameron Dowds on 32. Hakim on 28. Trailing on 24. Pleasure Cars on 18. Will on 15. Driggs on 11. Callum on 10. Caps on 8. Mark on 7. Noja on 4. Pids on 4. FCW on 2. And then Morganio is left the league on 1, and Alright Mate on 1, and also Reds is 8 points as well. So they're done. Unless I'm reading it wrong, it's more than likely. So.
No, the standings seem to be a bit mixed up. Red should be 13th.
So, here we go. Yeah, so the race is 0% chance of rain. It's going to be a dry race, so. And for people wondering who Indigo is, don't worry, he's just. I'm not even 100% sure, as Pids and I believe both of them have quad. I don't know why. FCW's. I think. No, he doesn't have a quality ban because he didn't get. I don't know why he's retired, same with Pids, but.
Perhaps they just figured keep the mileage down on the engine, despite the fact it doesn't make a difference anyway, but yeah.
Yeah, you never know at this point. Who is first on a lap? That is the Alfa Romeo car, so.
You got the other Alfa Romeo of Cameron following him out.
Yeah. I mean, it's really. It is one word to describe, I mean, Cameron's season, and same with Charlie's really, it's just potential they had. I mean, Charlie could have won, and say 2 races, maybe 3. At this point, but now he's just what Ace is currently on. Well, I can't even remember how many points he's on, but he's on a lot less than what he could have been. But obviously, with Josh having his race ban today, Carbine has a chance to, if he can win, to extend this championship lead. As well, obviously today's the halfway point in the season, so after there's only 4 rounds to go. So really now is where you need to get your consistency up, otherwise you won't be in the championship fight.
Yeah. Obviously, we never know what's going to happen in these races. The entirety of the first, few rows could crash out, and you could potentially get yourself a race win, and get yourself back into contention for the championship lead. But the way things have been going, it seems that a lot of the field is quite consistent as of late. And then we get to that slight minority that just, for some reason, can't keep it together.
So Cameron Sanders up now. Coming into turn 1, you want to use the outside a little bit, using the inside curb. Oh, he's invalidated already. That really didn't take long. Carps though. I reckon Cameron's going to do a little bit of the slipstream. Let's wait and see. So here we go into turn. I believe it's turn 3, turn 4 now. Come to the end over the first sector for Carps. Pretty smooth so far. Yeah, he's going to get a huge touch from his teammate. This will give you a lot of time. So Carps gets a good exit as you want to get one onto this long straight. We'll see most of our overtaken. Carps getting very good slipstream off his teammate who ducks out of the way. So. Into the chicane goes Carps. Push the apex nicely. Push the inside apex nicely as well. It's a good exit. Coming into the fast right hander. I mean, there are overtakes are possible into here, but they're not exactly all too common. So, wait and see. Comes to the fast right hander, takes it nice and smoothly. There's a double right now. I believe it's turn 11 and 12. It's a good exit over there. Now coming into turn 13. Good exit. Now, if he comes on the run now to turn 15, if nothing the corner, using the inside curve nicely. Now to the final corner, turn 15. And then a little bit deep, gets a good exit. The first time on the ball from Carps, he'll come across the line. Now, is it going to be a 28? It is going to be a 28.8, just the first time of the day. Who is behind him? It was me, who said the 29.7, so.
This is his, is this his debut race? I think
I
it is.
believe it is, yes. So obviously best wishes to him.
Yep. Best to probably avoid talking about him, for obvious reasons.
Commentators, guys.
And again, we should probably just avoid talking about all of them, and then again, we'd not be doing our jobs at that point, would we?
No, we wouldn't, so.
Charlie's out on a set of mediums, I assume just trying to get a feel for the track.
Yeah, probably. I mean, the strategy around here, it is usually, well, I don't know whether we're going to see, it will be a mix, so it's either going to be medium hard or it's going to be soft hard. It is really in between. This one wants to go hard and go soft at the end, which you rarely see hard types being used around here, so I highly doubt it. I mean, they're a good race type, but even the mediums are like 1 second off in quality, so like, they're really worth, especially with the top guys. Yeah. I mean, they might try and take that risk, some of them, but with Charlie and Cartwright being out on the mediums, Cameron really going out on them, I just highly doubt that he will end up, what do you call it, he'll end up going out, he'll end up setting his fastest time on them, so. Charlie out the final corner, what's it going to be from him? It won't be representing the lap time, is on the medium tire across the line, he goes P3, so.
That's still a very good time considering his tyre.
Yeah, Cartwright is 30.5 on the mediums. I believe it's Driggs next. Jay's coming out the final corner. Let's see what he can do. Across the line for Driggs, it is a 29.5. So.
Brian Corner's spun off of turn 2, I believe.
Yes, he has. I didn't quite catch that, unfortunately. Who is on the lap? I honestly don't know who's on the lap.
Has Mojo changed teams? I could have sworn he was in a Renault before.
I do believe so, yes, actually. Actually, yeah, I think it might be me who took a spot. I think about it. Didn't actually notice that great spot there, Kieran. So let's see who's on the lap. The only one that we're getting to when everyone was coming into the pit and getting ready for the next house. There's really no John out there who the next driver is, so I might as well watch him. You know, fans, when you came into real life, it's been, well, quite shocking in terms of racing.
How so? I
mean,
are we talking like it's been amazing racing, or it's just been pretty naff?
Yeah. So, like, I mean, in terms of league racing or France, you never know what you're going to get. You're either going to get a really boring race, you're going to get an amazing race. From what I've gathered, there's no in between. So you get a really good one or a really bad one, and, well, unfortunately, for in real life, they've all been absolutely shocking. As here comes Noja, he's gone wide, I believe he's made a mistake, so. Representing the time as restarting his lap opposite MP3 in the championship, he's doing well. Being one of the more consistent drivers on the grid in that Red Bull, coming through turn 1 and turn 2. Obviously he's not the quickest, but he gets the points when it matters. So let's see as he comes into turn 3. Keeping that inside nicely. And a little bit wide. A little bit hesitant. Yeah, a little bit hesitant on the throttle there. You want to get a good exit. Slingshot you onto the straight. Yeah, I can tell he's very hesitant on the steering. Doesn't want to invalidate, which is fair enough. He comes down into the chicane. You in the outside. It goes in very deep in the chicane, because I mean, my line anyway, that is, you absolutely abused the inside curve. He's on a 49.8, so that's not gonna be, like, that's like 1/10 slower than Charlie's millisecond, so I don't think it's a representative from him yet.
Final set of corners for Reese now.
Yeah, here he comes into the penultimate corner, into the final corner. For Reese, what's he gonna set as he comes across the line? Now, it's gonna be 28. So it's 21.0, puts in P3. The Cap's still on pole, but I mean, a lot of drivers get to set the toes on the softs. Cameron's starting on the lap now, watch him. As he comes now into turn 1, very aggressive, using all the curb, gets a nice exit. He's pushing that Alfa Romeo to the limits, but he wants to try and mount. Well, by how short this calendar is. And late charge, I mean, I reckon the top 3 definitely possible, but I think top 2. Unless Josh doesn't pick up his act. I reckon a P3 is the best Cameron could get, but he has his, I think that's his teammate ahead?
That is his teammate ahead,
Yeah.
providing a slipstream for him.
It wasn't as good as the slipstream that Cameron gave him, let's see.
Yep.
Using all of the curb on the exit, this has been a very good lap from Cameron so far. Purple middle sector, so let's see, he comes into the fast right hander now. Using the inside curve now into the double right hander. Braking, he's busting the brakes a lot late. I mean, the way I go in there is so in fast there. I think he's just a bit of both through there. Let's see Cameron.
Well, his teammates have spun around the turn 12.
Yes, he has. So I believe he backed off on the lap anyway. So let's see Cameron now out of the final corner, releasing Alfa Romeo. I reckon there's going to be pole. What will the time be? He comes across the line now for Cameron. He's set to 27, first man to 27s.
Almost a second quicker than his teammate did.
Yes, it is. As Charlie now, as he has the awful rev limiter glitch, so I'm going to go on broadcast for you. So have a listen to that. As he comes out of the final corner, can he beat Cameron's time? Across the line for Charlie, here he comes. No, he just goes about 10.5 slower than it, so. More than from Charlie. It's Will next, I believe, on this. Will's ahead of Drake, so watch Will. Scored a podium in his debut. It was his debut last week, I believe, so. Oh, he spun. Yeah, commentator's curse. It always happens.
Always. Well, he had one good week. Time to make him regret his decision to join.
Indeed. Exactly. So let's see, as getting on that, we're getting to that point again, everyone will be coming in for their final runs. I mean, Matey and Carbine and Callum is thankfully back after personal issues. So let's see, Node's actually starting an lap, so we'll watch him as he comes now. Getting ready to go into turn 1. Wasn't getting all that, a little bit of a shambles to turn 2. So he comes into turn 3 now. Runs in very deep. Runs in deep again. I believe. Watch Callum, because he's starting up now on the medium tires, so I think he's going for a medium hard strategy. He's not the fastest turn 1 I've ever seen, but not the worst, so in the turn 3 he comes. Running very wide. Again on the brakes. 4/10 down this time, so I believe that'll be him backing off. So Carboy's on a lap. Like you said, championship leader, hoping to do so here tonight as he comes Same one just up by the other sector, takes it nicely through turn 5, sorry it is. He's just under 3.5 tenths up, so he needs to find a lot more time if he wants to gain positions. Obviously that time was on the medium star, so I reckon. Well, he'll find majority of his time in that front sector, so.
Yeah.
As he comes now into the chicane. Takes it nicely. Running in a little bit deep, but still gets a nice run.
Nojo's just coming up to the line now. He's not looking all that good. 132. That puts him last of the qualifiers.
Yep. Let's see, Carbine about 5 tenths up as he comes into the final sector. Obviously, this is where he'll gain his most time. This is the most technical part of the circuit, so.
Yep.
As he comes. Let's think, Carbine, he's not. I mean, kind of like he qualified in P9 and came home to win, so. His race pace is definitely a lot better than his quali pace.
Yeah.
And he's one of the drivers who tends to keep it clean, and he's backed up. That's an interesting way to enter the pits.
How do you do it? Backwards or something? You just speed in there?
No, he was going into the final corner. He just went into the pits. I respect that. That team make a pit entry, meaning fans, he wasn't going to improve it. I don't know how much he would improve, but I think that's fair enough. As Meaty now on his debut, coming into the final corner. And a little bit wide. Is he going to improve on his time? 29.7 is his current. Across the line he goes. Now he goes P6. Was ahead of Driggs by just under a tenth or so. So not a bad lap from him.
Indigo looks like he's out of fuel at the moment, which he's not even supposed to be qualifying now, is he?
I mean, he hasn't said. I think he's invalidating on purpose, so I don't think we need to worry.
Yeah. Well, he didn't invalidate that one. P12.
Yeah, but in fairness to him, I mean, all that I was going to say, I can't even think. If I was him, I'd rather do that than be stuck in the garage. Although his camera time is one lap, so we'll watch him in the Alfa Romeo looking to get. I mean, I believe it's 1 point in the Vrl full position. So let's see. He's really pushing that car. Gets a nice exit. He's about just under half a tenth up. He's pushing to the absolute limits. I mean, just how smooth his driving style is. It really is amazing to watch some drivers.
Yeah.
I mean, this kid, he's only 11 years old, and look at his pace, so it's like he has a lot of time and a lot of growth left in him, so let's see. As he comes to the end, he's just over 1.5 tenths up, so that'll put him on 27.7. Let's see how much time he can find this final sector though. Not as smooth as it was on his fastest lap, but still not bad as he comes now out of the third to last corner, into the penultimate corner now for Cameron. Let's see what he can do. Throwing the car in there. Gets cups to the apex nicely. Shows up the fourth on next set. Well, it'll just be from Cameron. Is it going to be an improvement on his time? It isn't. So he set a 28.0. Who's next on the lap? I believe it is.
Oh, he's just going around turn 5. Yeah,
no, what's Charlie then? So Charlie, he's up by just an half a tenth. He needs to find about a tenth and a half if he wants to slash pole from Cameron. He's going to get slipstream from his teammate, so that's going to help him. Well, not perfect, but Charlie can keep it clean. Only needs a tenth and a half. The shafting that can go on in that chicane is ridiculous. It's like, what do you call it? You know not the, like, the second to last the real corner on back here. It's like how much you can shaft that one. It's very ridiculous. As here he comes, he was just over I think the half up I believe, so he's on track now to take pole position. He just needs to have a clean final sector. Let's see. It gets a nice exit from Charlie. What is it going to be as he comes to the corner, out into the final corner from Charlie? Is it going to be pole position for him? Out to the line. Up time for Charlie across the line. He goes, now it is 27.5. What a lap from
Well, it's
Charlie.
impressive.
Carbone's on the lap. He'll be the last driver to set one, so I'll watch him. Looking to improve on that P8 position and looking to maybe try and break into the top 6. I mean, Carb's in P3. That's really the standout performance here today.
Yep.
Alfa Romeo 2-3 is Carbon across the line now. What's this going to be from him? He goes P4. Exactly where he wants to be. Will and validates. That is the end of the quality. So Charlie, I believe that's his first pole position of the season. Oh, I need to correct myself on that. I do believe so. So,
No, I
mean,
think
very good at by him.
you're right on that. Cameron seems to have bended in some kind of battery or something. Battery's retired.
Yes, as we do have one more driver coming. I believe Hakim is going to join for the race if he can get in. That's in the quality. Well, I'll read you the results and I'll read out the constructor standings. I've really quite read them. So Charlie, Satch's pole by just under 3.5 tenths, and that's a 1 second gap to Cars in P3. Very astonishing call with obviously. Carbon in P4 would be he'll be happy with that one. Maybe wouldn't look to break in the top 3, but still. Reese in P5, Will in P6, Strix in P7, Meaty on his debut in P8, not bad from him. Pacer Cars in P9, Callum in P10, and then you've got Nolja in P11, Indigo in 12, obviously he's looking to score points. FJW in 13th, and Pids in 14th, including them 2 set of times, so. Before we go, just remember, if Indigo does, well, I know this guy's pace is rapid. If he does end up winning, or wherever he finishes, everyone behind him will jump up, so. He's a really
He's just been brought in to fill the space, really. So.
Yes. Oh, it would be nice if my eyes worked and I could see the constructor standings. Okay, there you go. So, Mercedes will need to weigh 98 points in this, McLaren 93, Red Bull on 70, Ferrari on 47, Alfa Romeo on 39, Alfa Tauri on 29, Racing Point on 24, Renault on 5, Williams on 2, and Haas only at the bottom on a measly 1 point, so at least they have the point though, so
Yep.
Better than none.
So, what are you expecting from today's race?
Hopefully not as much carnage as last week, but we're setting a decent race. Obviously, Charlie and Cameron will be battling out. If Carbo can get in the mix as well, and I'm intrigued to see what Carb's can do with B3.
Right, away they go for their warm-up lap then.
Yeah, so everyone inside the top 10 on softs, everyone outside on medium, so no one on the hards, not surprised. I'm not surprised, they're not really. If you get damage early enough, they're not a bad tire. But to start on, they're not really the best. Yeah, no, not at all.
Indigo and Pitts have been disqualified already. Did they even make it off the line?
They did, yes. If they didn't make it off the line, I'd be very concerned. I'm Charlie, so and now that's got someone to steamroll into the back of someone. Thankfully it doesn't.
Whenever I look at the Red Bull of Charlie, all I can see is just that neon helmet. See it coming from a mile away. I mean, you'd hear it first, but
I can't actually, because the way my camera angles, I can't actually see that, so. Hakim didn't make it, and that's very unfortunate. I mean, he's actually improved himself a lot recently, that's a shame he can't make it. I can't see Charlie's helmet, I want to see it now, you've pointed it out to me, I can't. But see, the only issue is the camera angle I have is the camera angle I race with, and I don't remember it, so. I do not want to get rid of it, and also I can't even access my camera in comedy. Okay, it's in there, that helmet is beautiful.
Up to the line they come then.
Yep, in the final corner, Nolja being DQ'd, and same with FGW, so.
Haas and Williams seem to have it out for each other at the moment.
Yeah, I mean, it's a nice. Well, the back four goes Williams, Haas, Williams. So, alright, in the back. Let's see. So we're getting ready for 5 rides here in France. Let me just get a good camera angle. That would be offered by Cody Sokol. There you go. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 rides here in France. And it's I say, no way we go. It's a good start by Charlie. Also a good start by Carbon in the back. A very good start by Reese. Carbon at the P3. Into turn 1 we go. Carbon on the inside of Cameron. One's a little bit wide, doesn't make the move. Oh, there's the Williams off. That's no J spun around on into the wall.
That's a massive smash up.
Oh, F2W as well. Safety car already. That really didn't take long. And this order, it has to be wrong.
That is absolutely wrong. Where?
Okay, there we go, let's fix this off. Carb's got a 5-second penalty, that's going to be removed. That was, I mean, I have to. Let me check. Well, for instance, Carb's got it for collision with race, that would definitely get removed.
Yeah. I think there were 4 or 5 cars involved in that.
Let's just see what happens. I just saw no just spinning off.
Yeah. I would assume that, obviously, that first turn is a bit tight when you're going into it at 100 or so miles an hour, so I would assume he got squeezed out a bit and maybe spun round by one of the other drivers.
Yeah, maybe obviously. Well, but see, if it was after turn 2, I could understand a bit more. Like, he might have lost on traction, but yeah, where he spun, I just reckon that was probably, like you said, him getting spun by someone else. Hopefully it wasn't though, so.
Well, if my eyes aren't deceiving me, Callum has some wing damage on his Ferrari.
Look at that. Yes, he does, yep.
In also goes Wills.
We'll start at P6, then it's a pit. Yeah, we did P15, so I know that. Nojo off the pit, so he's in. Off the line, not Charlie, keeping it. Nojo the Hussing coming speed in the pit lane. Charlie off the line though, he kept it. Carpline got a very good start with the P3s. Vegans keep it Cameron and Charlie. Then that would be, well, I don't, in the nice way possible, it would be an easy podium.
Yep.
Because, well, in races pay, I mean, I reckon if Cameron and Charlie fight, which I'm pretty sure they're in a party together, so I doubt that. If they fight, I guess maybe we could somewhere. I mean, meet you up in PlayStation on this day. I'm gonna stop myself before I curse them. I learned my lesson. I mean, I almost didn't, but I have now. So let me just look at the biggest winners and losers in that first lap. So Pids actually up the most position up 4, and Will down 7 is your biggest loser. So very unfortunate.
It's nice to see that we still have all 14 cars in the race, though. Doesn't happen too often, but
yeah, it is. I mean, after Noja went off, I'm very surprised he didn't go into the wall. That looked like a hard impact, guys. Bades has gone in that. I don't know what he did. He just went past it for something. I don't know what happened. Always hit the back of FJW. That's going to be a penalty for one of them. That'll get moved.
Bids now has a penalty.
You see him again. I'm not even going to question what he's doing at this point. I'm really not. I'm beyond questioning.
He's got damage now, which I don't...
He's overtaking cars for some reason. I don't know.
That was another hit, it looked like.
It was almost another hit. It's lucky he doesn't have 10 seconds. He's going to be into the pit, so he shouldn't be near anyone. Oh, he's gone into the... Driggs has to get that removed. There's no way he doesn't.
Yeah.
I mean, Vids, come on, lad. Like, there's accidental and then there's that.
Yeah.
Trick's interesting. He's not pitting for wing damage. He's gone to the medium tyres. That could be a strategy calling off. Because if that, I mean, you have to pit again for a fact.
Yeah.
But them soft tires won't last that long after the restart, so.
Well, the predicted strategy around here is usually a two-stop, is it not?
Oh, it's a one-stop soft tire. It can be anyway. The game says you can't do it, but you can if you have decent tire wear. If I can do it and my tire wear is shocking, then I reckon most of these guys can do it.
Alright.
Cars for 10 seconds, so.
I didn't even know they were in this game.
Was there? I missed that.
I swear I just saw a bird on the track.
Cody's adding birds but not fixing the biggest issues in the game. Sounds like Cody's to me.
Oh yeah.
Wall rating, have you seen that, I'm not sure if you have Twitter at, but have you seen that everybody pit lane which has been absolutely killing everyone?
Well, where they're just stuck inside the box for some reason.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I don't think anyone have any issue. I think the fact is, like, it's so inconsistent whether they ghost or not. I said to get in this app. It's so inconsistent whether they ghost or not. Like, if they never ghosted, fine. If they always ghosted, fine. It's not just so inconsistent as. Well,
yeah, the game seems to be so temperamental just on whether it wants to or not.
Yeah. Try and get him ready to get us going then.
Right then. Jolly will make a clean getaway, Cameron will get up ahead of him, who knows what could happen, find out next week on...
Well, next we'll find out in a few seconds. Charlie has gone now, so he gets a good exit. Gets a good restart. He's clear of Cameron using his ERS on the exit. And he battles behind, I believe, and he goes a bit. Oh, there's an AlphaTauri that is plays with cars. I don't know what happened to me just there. I don't know whether he's thrown off traction or whether it was caught out when the driver. I just saw the AlphaTauri spin out of the ring, so Indigo gets past me. Yes, let's see. Is Charlie has cleared Cameron already. That up to 7/10, so he's getting away well. And we have to keep in our heads, obviously, wherever Indigo does finish, whoever's behind will get moved up. So.
Oh, that was
You'll fight. That's Noja and Driggs. Driggs' car is halfway in the air. Noja is. How's he only lost a bit more than his right end plate? Is actually Cameron going for Charlie into the fast right hand now. Gonna go down the inside. Charlie's gonna hold it around the inside, around the outside. Sorry. He keeps it. I'm gonna assume it's either what happened there is Driggs lost the back end, no jam. So I can't imagine going side by side of that corner.
Right. I caught a slight glimpse of what happened. It seemed that one of the two was, they were going through it side by side for some reason, and one of them just came across the other, and it was just a bit too tight, and hit the back end. He goes into the wall.
Yeah, me into the pits. We'll see what he goes in the mediums or highs. Pits with another penalty straight in the pit lane.
Yeah.
Me on another set of soft, interesting, so he's doing a 2-stop. Also, I mean, a 2-stop around here, but how long the pit lane is, it just wouldn't work. Oh, Cars is retired. He has, where has he done that? It's a VSC. I can't actually see his car, so off the side is.
Off the side of turn 7, I believe.
Oh, it is, yeah. I'm on to play the car to try and get an eye. He's lost. From what I couldn't really see track map. I didn't get to see his car. I mean, that's like, if it was like the corner before the left-hander onto the long straight, understandable. I think it was, but the fact he was in there very late, and that's unfortunate for Carps. He was in And he was in P5, I believe. Yeah, he was. So he's driving a great race, but he's out, and Cameron remains as a sole driver far from there. So
Well, it seems that I handed out a bit of commentator's curse this time by falsely proclaiming that every car was still in the race. I apologise for that. Let's move on.
These guys are drive for speed in the pit lane, so the strategy for Hards is actually, the game's actually brought it up, it's a bloody miracle. So, lap 6 is the pit window, so it'll be a little bit of a job to make them tyres last, but I reckon, well, like I say, how shocking my tyre is, if I can do it with only make them 75%, I reckon these guys can do it quite easily.
Yep.
Let's see, Charlie. Would it be no next up? No, there is DRS. I can't bloody speak.
One word at a time. You did go to nursery, I'm pretty sure at least.
I did, yeah. So whatever we call over there, I can't even remember. As Inigo gets past Reese up in the P4.
Wills makes a move on FJW's stick, and he overtakes him with the assistance of DRS down the that long straight. And does it have a name? I don't know.
I don't think it has a name. I believe. I believe the double right-hander has a name, but I cannot remember it off the top of my head. If I heard it, I definitely know it. The reason I remember it is because it was mentioned in 2018 French GP. I know, when you remember a Grand Prix for that, you know how bad it was. Like, on the F1 game, don't get me wrong, France, one of my favourite tracks. I'm very good at it for some reason, I don't know why, even though... I mean, it's the tracks like the Spies I seem to be good at on this game. Like, you get your France, your Singapore, like, I despise them, but I'm good at them. I don't know.
Yeah, I know exactly what you mean. There are certain tracks where you just think you cannot be arsed of them for any slight second in a day, but you perform ridiculously well on them.
Yes, there's Cameron needs them in the orbit. He's going to attack Charlie. Not this lap, I think he's a bit too far back.
Looks like he's going to be going for a move on FJW in a second.
I think he's a little bit too far back. He isn't. Well, he has all the ERS in the road to deploy, but he's not going to deploy it now. So.
Well, FJW is also keeping his ERS not as high as Callum, but it's still up there. It's a bit
it's pound it. Callum's goal, he's a bit off there, he's going to go for the move, watch this battle. For P7. Well, P6 technically. So let's see.
Charlie's coming for his stop, followed closely behind by Carbine Con.
That's interesting. Cameron staying at a lap later, is he gonna... He's gonna be pushing like a madman on this lap, but will the tyres be able to hold up for it? As Callum, right on the back of FJW, excuse me. Like I was saying, Cameron on the back of FJW, he's just gonna go down the inside of the final corner. FJW didn't fight that, surprisingly. I don't mean that, I'm surprised he's let Callum go. Where will these two come in? This is key. Charlie gets out. Is he going to get ahead out of Callum? No, he's behind. Oh, he makes contact with FJW. Goes in deep. That'll lose him a lot of time to not just Carbine, but Cameron as well. I mean, them hard tires are going to be so... They're going to be as cold as... Well, ice, quite frankly. I was trying to give a pun there, if you couldn't know. It really did not work out. That's Charlie going to go for the move on FJW. That's early. No, I expect it when he makes the move. Carbine will be hoping to get past him because Carbine's right in the back. I'm sorry, you want to lose opportunity now. FJW, they all have DRS, actually Charlie doesn't. So FJW goes to the inside, Carbine to the outside. Oh, 3 wide into the chicane. Carbine gonna send it, he goes in deep. Makes the move and gets past both of them. What a move by Carbine.
Because Carbine he's on the same set of tyres, that proves the effect of DRS around this track, especially on that straight.
Yeah, Cameron's in, so Interesting to see whether, what do you call it, whether he'll get out of these two to fighting really hard. So I reckon he has a very good chance there. And they go with the fast lap of the race. These two guys have calm ahead of him. Hopefully he doesn't get, he doesn't. But, and they happen as a yellow flag. Who is that? I don't know who that was. I didn't see.
I'm going to go out on a limb and say meeting.
Cameron's on softs.
Ooh.
That's interesting. Let's try going to go for the move on Carbine into turn 1. Not using the overtake though. Just playing his cards out. There's no need for them to do the battle because their tires are going to be struggling towards the end if they keep on. Yep. Cameron's going to have to push like a madman now.
Of course, because he has to put in that extra stop now.
I mean, he has to pay, especially on the soft flights versus the hards. They're going to be like 2 seconds quicker, probably. But when they die, they're going to die. Okay, he needs to make most of them when he can. So it'll be mediums like stop, I'm going to assume. Yeah, go with 9 map seats, and yeah, that will work. Because Charlie going for the move on Carbon is the yellow flag. That is the Alpha Tire plays the cards. I believe Charlie going to go to the outside on the McLaren. He makes a mistake into the chicane. He does actually, but Carbine losing it, very twitchy on the exit, trying to save it, and he does so. Here he comes again, there's a McLaren. Doing a goal for the move. No, he's a bit too far back. It's a double. That's kind of annoying me now. I'm trying to remember what the double right hander's called. That's kind of annoying me. You know, there's something wrong, like, you know, I'm going to remember after this race, and I watch.
Yeah,
I'm going to remember when it's too late.
Now that you want to know what it's called, you won't remember it for a second, but as soon as you go to do something else, like, you could be just...
Oh, safety car.
Oh. What's this for then?
Cameron has a life point to go on the hards. His tires, there's no chance they'll be dead by the end, or they'll be a little bit more dead, but he's being given a lot. That's like, if that's bad if he doesn't want to pit, that's good if he does want to pit. It works both ways. Calm 2 second time.
We got Meaty and Nojo coming into the pits.
See me even on the hard tires, Nojo probably the same. It's Nojo, I'm not. I need to get used to that. It's Nojo, not Noja. Oopsies. So let's see.
That's the third safety car we've had, and we're not even. Well, we're just over a third of the way through.
We're not even halfway in yet. We're still about 3 laps from that, so. Yes, I can do math. Wow. So let's see. I'm assuming Indigo would definitely, but it is. I'm Irish, mate. What do you expect?
I mean, just get drunk, grab some fucking potatoes, and you'll be set to go.
If I get drunk, I'll speak less English, mate. If you can't understand me now, you won't be able to understand me then. I can guarantee that. Indigo into the pits.
I'll just take your word for it, because even you can't understand you now.
I know. This safety car, it's a bad thing for Will, because I'm pretty sure, no, he won't definitely, unless he's gone harder, you won't have another set of hards. He's into the pits though, so. Cameron, that's bold, he's decided to stay out. That could easily backfire on him. And he's praying, I think he's praying to the gods that another safety car comes out.
Yeah.
Always Indigo gets out ahead. So, well, at this rate, it's training in that P1, so.
Yep. Of course, I doubt Carbine will give that place up willingly. I'm gonna fight that all the way.
Definitely not, no. He wants to. I was thinking during the week he wants to win this. So I know it's probably halfway in, but obviously he'll be looking to have an extended lead when Josh, if he comes back, if he doesn't start anything in chat, which I'm not even going to say on because I'm not mental. Actually, what were here? What? Okay, so when we head to Austria next year, yeah, Carbine. I believe that's one of the Carbine's. I don't even know how he is at that track. I can't remember, but.
Yeah, Austria, then Belgium, if I'm not mistaken, next.
It's Austria, then, yeah, Austria, Belgium, Italy, Brazil, Abu Dhabi. So, I know for a fact Kerb went over track to Spa by a long mile. He's the fastest at it, so he just needs a good run up until then. Well, he could honestly, with the way he's going, if he keeps consistent, he could have it wrapped up by then.
Yep.
But, I mean, we still have a lot to go, anything can happen, so. It is round 5 today, I'm just going to check and make sure I didn't get the title wrong. It is round 5, yeah, I'm not an idiot, thank you. So, see, almost safety cabin, it won't be in yet, so. Been about another lap, maybe or two. It's great to have the call, because, you know, when I'm on my own, I can't waffle to myself about stuff. It's great to have someone here with me to do it to. It just seems weird if I do it.
Thinking you're crazy, like.
Exactly. Callum into the pits, he's taking the opportunity to probably go into the hards, that's his smart decision. So he might be near the back, but I think you'd rather be near the back now than whenever anyone catches up, so. Pits with 2 seconds. Plan penalty for how many pounds is he on? Let me check. 33 seconds. He should be disqualified.
He should be at them.
In 30 seconds, I'm going to get DQ'd.
I can remember back, I got not even 30 seconds worth of penalties. I got disqualified instantly for it.
I think that was just 3 seconds, I believe. On 5 seconds, I believe it's a lot more lenient, which it shouldn't be, but it is, so.
Well, penalties should be penalties, but we all know how this game is, no one cares. Well, none of the development team, at least.
Yeah, well, while we're here, I might as well talk about, obviously, I don't believe Cody's, I don't know if they're going to get some sort of funding from EA for 2021. 2021 was when I hope we're going to see, there's 2 ifs with EA, so they're going to update the game, make it a lot better. If microtransactions are a thing, they're a thing. But yeah. I'd happily take that if they make the game 10 times better.
Microtransactions in general are not going to be that bad. If they put certain things in this game where it's going to increase the likelihood of you winning because you bought those things, that will make it borderline unplayable.
Yes, which it's EA, so I don't know, I don't think they'd do that.
Yeah.
Why can't we just say them to F1 2006 game? I wasn't even born when that came out, but here we are. I've still played it a lot. I'll say I missed that. Or when you had red flags as well. That too. As well, I did go going in his lap, so Inigo leading the field. Please, no one get a 5 second. It's going to be a lot of being moved afterwards, so I'll have to wait and see.
Pitts almost runs into the back of Callum.
Thankfully, didn't. Let's see, broadcast view, here we go. Inigo's gonna go early, I think. I can look heavy. When's he gonna go? He goes now. He gets a very good start. Shane gets a good reset as well. Into the final corner we go. No one can make moves yet, so I'm gonna warn me with saying that. And Nico is tired as aren't warmed up because he's weaving like. I don't even know. He's not. I thought he's in over there. He's straight line. Honestly, I'm assuming he got a really poor X out there because he got overtaken by 3 cars. So.
Meaty, he lost the back end a bit out of the final corner, I think, because I was following Pids around the final bend and I just could see his car on the left of the track.
Yeah, Coleman SAW. In the turn 4, oh, wheel banging would be an understatement. Me just absolutely just shafts the corner. And gets past up to the front, no Cameron, he's going to go for the move on Indigo. He needs to get this move done to try and pull away. He goes to the inside. Indigo holding it around the outside. He's going to go to the inside this Cameron and he's going to make the move stick. I believe. No, he's actually not. Indigo's still fighting it. Here we go. Into the fast right-hander. Indigo on the outside, Cameron on the inside. Into double right. Holding it around the outside is Indigo. He's having lots of balls. He's still holding it. It's the Haas. Cameron going to hold it around the outside now. These two battling for so long. And actually extending their gap to Charlie, even this whole battling. Cameron makes the move stick. I just noticed Cameron's helmet. That is beautiful. Let's see. Yeah, he gets away, gets a nice exit. Charlie's still in the net lead though, because obviously Cameron has to pit again. It's the fast lap of the race. Cameron has to pit again, and I feel like I repeat this at this point. Indigo will not be classified. Callum in again. Did he get damaged or something? I'm gonna assume so. Let's see. With a front, no real battles are all spread out by about a second or so. Carbine dropping off a little bit, but Charlie, I believe that he's been known to bottle this season. So, let's wait and see what happens. It's just me, in the nicest way possible, this race has dragged on. Like, it really has. As Will goes to move on race, he makes the move stick. I believe, yeah, he does. Nice move. Cameron getting away by about 1.2 seconds to Indigo. Right, Indigo walking up or not? One very deep. Eddie Butler's behind. No, McLaren's currently P2 and P3, so they're looking at another double podium. Cameron in the fastest lap. Carbine shot down massively to Indigo, Charlie, sorry. And Indigo as well. So let's see. Charlie on the back, he'll have DRS on the Haas. I know what Charlie wants. He wants that win on track. Obviously, this safety car's going to help his tires go the distance, so.
Oh, sorry about that.
No problem.
So, where are we standing at the moment?
All you missed was that Will made an overtake on race, that's all. Nothing else. Will's tyres there, unless he's a miracle in tyre strategy, he's not making it to the end. Now safety car might help to elongate them. Elongate's not the word, is it? I really cannot speak English today. To make his stint longer. Would it be elongate? Why am I having this debate with myself? Anyway. Let's see. Trying just within DRS of Indigo. He wants to win on track, and at the moment, we won't have it on track for this though. Let's see, tipping up the corner here. Cameron's in. He's gonna go into the mediums. He'll drop down to. He dropped down to P10. So I think he needs to get some iron brew in that cockpit and drive his. Well, how can I put this? Drive his car to the limits. Yeah, that's the word. There you go. Because he's compromised himself. He hasn't had. I'll be honest. He hasn't had luck this season. I mean, he hasn't. Obviously, I mean, I know from experience. I know with him being only 11, his decision making probably hasn't developed yet into what it can be. But it's just been lack of good decision and also lack of luck. So it's really been unfortunate for him. So I know potentially he has to. But it's just really he needs to show it as Charlie now within 1 second on Indigo. So I think he's just gonna sit there and let him pull away, help him to pull away from Carbine. At the moment, even one behind. So unless A, another safety car, or B, Charlie spins. No, I'm not gonna finish that sentence. Never mind. Like I say, commentator's curse is a very key thing in this league, from what I gathered. I don't want to do it again.
Don't rob him of this first win. It'll be a grand slam for him, won't it? Well, not driver today, but.
And not fast and happy because Cameron has that, and Cameron's on the soft, so highly that will get beaten.
Yeah.
Ultra and Pids, they're battling in the Williams, just gone 10. Oh, his has no wing, that explains a lot. I don't know what happened. There was no yellow flags. I didn't know that actually happened. Got 3.7. So, and Will has gained on his teammate, who's currently out. I mean, if Will can make the last to the end, fair play, even though I highly doubt he will. But if he can, I'll be impressive to say the least. Because at the moment, if Will can make it to the end, the McLaren is going to be on the second dual podium of the week and will cause even more. Of the week of the season, sorry, and will cause even more. Nolja didn't spawn out the final corner. No, it's Pitt, sorry, not Nolja. Which is. Yeah.
Nojo's stayed out. Why has he stayed out?
So as Charlie and Indigo, here we go. Charlie gaining, he's gaining on the Haas, he's going to go to the inside. He's going to make the move into the fast right hand. No, he's not. He's going to make it into here though. No, he's 6 behind. He doesn't need to fight Indigo. Well, Charlie doesn't need to fight him, because I mean, all Charlie needs to do, if he's faster then fair enough, but if he just, she's going to DRS is paid to spawn, he's not retired, I don't think that'll be a safety car. He doesn't hit anyone, he's just spinning, them tyres are going to be cooked. Just as long as FCW doesn't hit him, which he doesn't, so that should be nothing more than a little. Just unfortunate for Pids, but he's still going to score a point in the moment anyway, so.
Yeah.
Just stick with it. Nigel with a 10-second time limit for corner cutting, he's got the chicane. How has he not been DQ'd? How many penalties is that? 31 seconds, so he served the 5 seconds. How?
Are you
Just
still
how?
going along with no wing?
Yes. I believe so.
What is he playing at?
Oh, trust me, if we weren't commentating, Cameron's going faster on his mediums than the softs. Excuse me? How was that possible?
That was going to be lighter, fresher tyres.
Yeah, true. It's Charlie. He's going for the move on Indigo. He's using the overtake. Neil not defending it. Charlie gonna make the move on the Haas, and he's up into the race lead on track as Will gets past. As Nolja's out.
Yep,
Is there going to be a
has
safety car and what must be on the piss number one, so. As Will, I was about to say, but Nolja retired. Will gets past Carbine, so. And FGW's out as well. Well, I don't know why he would have scored P8, but. You do you, FGW.
Pitts can't seem to keep his car under control at the moment.
I mean, as long as he finishes, he's going to score points.
He's just actually trying to get himself out.
He does. Oh, Charlie's gone very deep into the final corner. He's gone very wide. Yeah, Pitts is retired. We're down to 8. Okay. Let's see. Indigo now on the back of Charlie. Oh, that car. Jesus, FAW. That gave me a panic attack. In the turmoil, hopefully the McLaren boys can avoid it. FAW's car, Jesus, that's right, nice and line. Thankfully they both managed to avoid it, no one knows, thankfully no one hit them.
Seems that Pids AI was trying to take out some of the other drivers.
I think so, yeah, there's a yellow flag, then there's just one of the guys' retirement. Thankfully no one's on that main straight, it says should be fine. We're now 4.6 to gap to Indigo, so he's gaining, but well, it was a 2-second one. I think this, if his tyres, I mean, his tyres should have to run another 4 laps before they start falling off. If he can gain enough time as Cameron gets past me into the chicane, Cameron at the P6, he could still salvage something like a P4 it will be from all this, which I reckon he'll be happy with, so. So you know, 8 laps to go. I can't really see there being a safety car unless someone spins, as Karen can't. I really need to shut my mouth sometimes. I really do.
Yes, you do.
Actually, we just left the session. Indigo with DRS. He's gaining on Charlie. He's going to go to the inside for turn 1. He's a bit too far back. Got another 5 seconds, so unless someone spins up at the front, I think this is the way it's going to end up finishing. Well, obviously, like I said, everyone will move down. Carbine in at P2, so everyone behind them, they go anywhere, so.
Yep.
And yeah, we'll invite them to the podium too, as I'm not going to invite Indigo obviously as well. We won't score any points, so we'll just invite the people who will be classified in the podium. He's using the overtake now. He's gaining, not course north, or nowhere near course north into the chicane. Cameron is gaining stupidly quick on race. Like, I mean stupidly. We have about 7 seconds, I think. Oh, I actually don't know. I haven't, my brain ain't working today, so I can't remember the gap. My last song.
Well, it was certainly bigger than that.
It definitely was.
Cameron is he's completely draining his ERS reserves.
I can see that. He's literally on 0%. I mean, it was not reasonable, but trying seems to be very slidey, that's the word. Into that final corner, he seems to be going wide on the curb. He's just trying to, obviously I reckon our safety car's tyre should make it to the end. Will's one of them you can see, is he going to make it or will he not? Because if he doesn't, then it will be, again, like I said, it'll be a double McLaren podium again, so. We're doing very obviously travelling with a 3-second time penalty, that shouldn't cost them nothing. Unless there's a late safety car. So. See. We got a bit too far back. Carbine about 1 second. He's gonna get. He'll get the rest of his teammate, so. The race is really dead now.
Yeah, it's really calm actually.
It is, well. I mean, we still have battles, but no one's going for a move. Someone send it, please. Don't kill someone, but just send it, and you go to penalty, so that makes them all even.
For Christ's sake, that's not what we wanted.
It's not, so. And the last thing that we're hoping for the late safety car, so I highly doubt it's going to happen unless someone spin on us. Oh, Carbine again, almost spinning, Jesus Christ. Oh. That moment when your PlayStation decides to go on the PlayStation menu even though you don't press it? Me. So let's see. There's really
Just
not
don't
much.
question that technology works in weird ways.
Oh, I know for a fact. I mean, my school laptop won't turn on. I think it's a switch. I don't know what's wrong with it, but why do I bring this up? Because there's nothing else to talk about. Quite frankly. Well, welcome to the part of the commentary where you just hear off-topic stuff from me and Karen. There's nothing else to talk about, so we might as well.
Yeah, I mean, just the racing itself is, well, it's still just pretty dead if we're honest.
Well, you have racing Cameron, so we do have something to commentate over. Hopefully this can last.
Yep.
I don't think so, but you never know. Let's see.
Well, Reese has significantly more ERS than Cameron.
I mean, Cameron literally has none.
Yeah.
So it's not that hard to have more ERS. Oh, and he gets a penalty. For God's sake, Cameron! He's gaining on Reese. He's gonna go, oh my Jesus Christ! So, that's my second heart attack of the race. I mean, really, if you was gonna let him by, move over to the right, don't do it on the racing line. Only do it in 3 seconds, and that'll be a P4 for him. So, I mean, me is set to. Charlie is going faster than Cameron on his hard tires. Very impressive. Very impressive. So at the moment, all Cameron with a penalty, so.
Jesus, we currently have one driver left in here without the penalty.
Yes. So that means him and his team will be fighting for, well, P2, so. A battle? Maybe so. See, Carbine is gaining meaty with another penalty. I thought that was race for a second, I thought, yeah, you jinxed it, everyone has a penalty now. See, Carbine, he has the DRS, he's not He's draining his overtake. His teammate has a significant amount more ERS than him. That's not English, but we move.
Well, it's English. It's not in the right order, but in English.
Here we are. Let's see. There will be 4 laps to go if you include 24. So here we go. It's really the only battle we're gonna have, so I might as well enjoy it. Carbine looking to extend the championship lead by 18 points as Charlie set to take a Grand Slam. He's been in fairness, he's been either the lead or net lead for every lap. He's on the path to pass the lap. Oh, you jinxed it, Kieran. Reese has got a foul on me. Yeah, so then that's no one on the grid without a pen. So, that's fabulous. Carbine has the DRS. I mean, Will's tire, I'm surprised. This is where we'll see Will's tires except to fall off a little bit, so this is Carbine's chance.
Yeah.
To get past. I mean, he has. What was on 65% and his Carbine's on 27%, so there's a big difference in the DRS, so. Really, all one needs to do is just get good X's on both of the straights and he could keep ahead of his teammate.
Yep. Wills doesn't seem to be fighting it all that hard. He's just retaining his ERS for now.
He's been. Oh, whoa! Carbine's waiting up. Okay, I think. Yeah, Carbine knows it's fault. I respect Carbine for that.
Yeah.
I respect that. So, I don't think, obviously that's TV, I don't think you were reported anyway, but thankfully waited up, and, well, this is Cameron on there too. He's on fresh mediums.
Well, fresher.
Fresher, yes. Actually, I think he's 5 seconds back, I don't think so.
No, that's Callum just directly behind him.
Yeah.
Cameron is just coming around the turn 12 side.
It's 4.5 to go. We'd have to gain what, 2 seconds or something? I mean, about, yeah, but 1.5 seconds each lap. I don't think so. Carbine, I don't think he got wing damage. If he did, it was very minor. I didn't see anything fly off, so I don't know unless I just had a bad lap. I want to see how he's driving on. I think he may have wing damage, you know. If it's not even an end plate, so it's not that much. It's probably a bit young or something. Yeah, I think he definitely does have wing damage. Going deep in the corner, so.
Carbine's missing his right end plate.
It doesn't even show up on mine, unless I'm being blind. Probably the latter, but Cameron can still snatch a podium here. This makes for an interesting battle. It's Indigo and Charlie. Oh, watch this battle. I mean, it's a repeat of Canada. Carbine having wing damage, Cameron gaining on him. But this time, it's a battle for a podium spot, so.
Of course, Cameron still has, well, basically no ERS, so I'm going to drain it now again.
I mean, in fairness, Carbine only has about, he still has a significant amount more, but doesn't even have that much, so.
Yeah.
It's really the only battle that's significant, because obviously, no matter what, Charlie, unless he spins, is going to win this race.
Yeah.
2.5 to gap. I would have thought Carbine's tires wouldn't exactly be feeling good, so I would have thought he might be able to get something to gap 2.2 now, so.
Yeah.
Coming in to get about another second and a bit this time, he wants to get in DRS, which is really the key if he wants to make an overtake. 1.7 the gap, he just is outside of DRS column, so. On the way straight in the DRS, he's losing time to Carbine, even more in overtake. There's no point. He may get, unless I'm assuming can't let him by. If he doesn't know, and it doesn't let you know, he'll get DRS on the straight, which could be pivotal. He had some buys, so 1.5 the gap now.
1.4, 1.3, 1.2.
He's really pushing.
Yep.
He wants that podium. It'll be his. It'll be second in a row. After taking it last week, and I reckon. Yeah, it was. I mean, I reckon Cameron will want a bit of payback after Carbine stopped him getting the win last week.
Yeah,
it's going to be close. The only thing Cameron has the advantage is that Cameron is draining his DRS. So, in the fact, the only thing that's going to boost him on the straight at this rate is going to be DRS. Whereas Carbon can counteract that with overtaking Rich. So really, as long as he defends, I mean, Carbon is very good at defending. He's definitely a stronger suit, so. Oh, here we go. Cameron gets a slingshot exit. Here we go. In the penultimate corner, he's going to go for the move on the McLaren. Oh, he makes contact to go wide. He gets the DRS, doesn't Alfa Romeo. Runs in deep. He gets the move on Carbon. Carbon running low on fuel. This should be an intense final lap. It does, yeah, at the moment. I believe, yeah, they're only on 3 seconds, so.
Yep.
Unless Carbon he has that wing damage, isn't gonna be exactly fun. Up front, Indigo's gonna go for the move on Charlie. He'll take the win on track at this rate, but in a Marin. So yeah, 1.4. I think Cameron has this unless he spins. And yeah, Charlie and Indigo battling and watches the battle because there's no others. So obviously, Charlie, if he pulls it now, it would be amazing. I don't mean that bad way. I mean, just to tag him after the race as a mate, really. As Charlie now coming out the third to last corner. He's gonna be through the corner now. He's gonna take his first win in the season here in Vrl. Can't win apparently. Indigo will cross the line in P1, so he won't be cast off. Oh my god, Charlie! Indigo win on track. Charlie will take the win though. Will come across. Jesus, I've had a heart attack. Well, that's something to speak about, podium.
What, an hour?
Yeah, Will come across. I'm going to take P2 in the race, taking his second podium in a row. Cameron will come across and take P2. Carbon will end up in P4. Reese in P5, and Meaty on his debut ending out the grid in P6. Jesus. If he went into the wall then, my reaction, my mouth would just been wide open. I wouldn't have had words as Indigo throughout the day. I will go to the race director for the sake of everyone. So obviously Indigo will lift the trophy, but it will be Charlie finally getting some sort of good result. Cameron was in the chance to lead, so let me just do race director incidents.
That was certainly something to behold.
Oh, it really was. Let's see, that's all that done, so let me go into there. So you're a full good run done then. Indigo on track takes P1, but I'll read down from there. So Charlie in P1, Will in P2, Cameron takes the podium spot, Carbon in P4, Reese in P5, Meaty P7, and Calmer was your last finisher in P8. I believe FGW will be classified in P9, Noja in FGW in P8, sorry, Noja in P9, Pitts in P10, Pitch Cars 11th, Carps in 13th, no 12th, sorry. Drake's running your grid in 13th. Holy. I wouldn't know how I'd reacted there if he bottled. That's